on the following methods. Now, first one, my lord, by direct recruitment through selection.
This is the rule of 2019.
19.
Is there any amendment in these rules?
No, my lord.
Is,
With respect to 6A, my lord, and the schedule, there is no such amendment.
huh.
Now, by direct
recruitment
recruitment
through
through
selection,
selection, competitive examination, interview, and the limited department examination. Now, my lord, the schedule. Schedule to Rule 6, my lord, start at page number 36. And the relevant would be, my lord, page 40.
who are you? Who are you?
There is no selection, my lord, whatsoever. The order has been passed. They are the candidates whose, my lord, candidature has already been their services terminated as assistant teacher, my lord, having
But they are saying that he is saying that they are the selected candidates.
No. उसको क्या कर रहे हैं डायरेक्ट रिक्रूटमेंट के पोस्ट में by way of adjustment the candidate who has been their services has been issued terminated by the order passed by the division bench of this honorable court.
दीजिए इनको कॉपी दीजिए.
My lord, it may be tomorrow, my lord. मैं 16 तारीख से मेंशन करके लगवाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. If my lord, I will give him, my lord, today itself. No. 9/6 का ऑर्डर है. That is subject to challenge, my lord, and Annexure P2. 13/6, my lord, I filed the writ petition, my lord.
इसको कॉपी दीजिए आप. ये लेते हैं
26 को खत्म हो जाएगा उनका जो कमेटी बनाए हैं, स्क्रूटनी कमेटी बनाए हैं, which is under challenge, my lord. The last date is 26, my lord. Prior to that, my lord, any date.
26 के पहले तो फिर 25 को लगाएं.
My lord.
Yes, Mr. Manu. You are for?
I am for the KVA. I have made an application, my lord, for intervention. But in fact, these are the cases, if my lord will permit, I will just take 5 minutes. But these are the cases where what had happened, that the petitioners who are the intervener before this court, they were appointed on the post of the
assistant teacher, interveners.
In various schools, there are about 2,000.
When they have been appointed?
2,621.
When they have been appointed?
2023. Subsequently, what had happened, my lord, the advertisement was issued. When the advertisement was issued, my lord, the rule provides that the candidate who is holding the BA degree would also be eligible.
ये वही वाला मैटर है क्या? Mr. Majumdar has mentioned that matter.
नहीं वो नहीं. उसी से related.
I take only.
My lord.
Then what happened, my lord?
My lord,
then
what
happened, my lord? That on the date of the advertisement, there was a specific rule under 2019 rules that the candidate who is possessing the BA degree would also be eligible for appointment on the post of assistant. There was a circular issued by the central government. That amendment was challenged and the virus was challenged before this honorable court, before the division. But this BA degree and requisite qualification was there, my lord, in entire country, my lord, in the different state where the assistant teachers were eligible. One of the matter came up for consideration before the division bench. Ultimately, division bench has struck down that and said that the B.Ed qualification would not be the requisite qualification. It is only D.Ed. And ultimately, my lord, the orders were passed with regard to the termination. Matter traveled up to Supreme Court. Supreme Court was already considering the matter with regard to the same issue, my lord, of all our other states also. The Supreme Court said that no, B.Ed qualification cannot be held to be the requisite qualification, and it is only the D.Ed candidate who would be eligible for appointment, and certain guidelines issued by the central government have been struck down, and ultimately the issue with regard whether the B.Ed candidate would be eligible or not has set in that manner by the order of the Honorable Supreme Court. Now 2,621 the candidates were there. Ultimately they have joined, they were not at fault.
Who have been appointed on the basis of B.Ed degree.
B.Ed degree, and especially when these rules were in existence and that B.Ed degree was there in the rules of 2019, because it was struck down and declared ultra vires subsequent to our appointment. Now these 2,620.
Is there any direction with respect to the teachers who have already been appointed?
Then what happened? Supreme Court has fixed the cutoff date. That any candidate who was appointed prior to this cutoff date, his services will be protected. So for the other candidates who were appointed after that cut-off date, their services cannot be saved. Now the situation before the state government was, my lord, that 2,621 assistant teachers were at street, my lord. Their family members, because ultimately they were appointed, they were not at fault. The government
Whether
has-
they come under the cut-off date or not.
their
No, no,
services
bahar,
have been
bahar,
terminated.
their services
Their
have been
services have
terminated.
been terminated. And had it been a case, my lord, I would have been come within the cut-off date, the situation would not have been arose. Then all these 2,621 candidates approached the state government. And the state has also taken a policy decision. The state said that there are 4,422 posts are lying vacant in the state.
The
Now the
post,
state
post,
being-
if
state
वहीं
being
पे
a
interpret
welfare
करूंगा
state,
मतलब,
but
the
state being a-
post is assistant teacher laboratory science,
what I'm saying,
science background.
4,422 posts were there. The government said that instead of throwing out all these 2,621 candidates, ultimately their family members are also involved. It would have the far-reaching consequences of their termination. The state said that we will protect the services, but we cannot protect the services against the assistant teacher because now the Supreme Court said that you are not right. Then the state has formed the committee of the 5 members. And they have taken a policy decision with the certain terms and conditions. It is not the blanket order, with certain terms and conditions. And government has taken a policy decision that out of 4,422 posts, these persons, assistant teacher, Prayogshala, they will be accommodated against those posts.
Assistant teacher
1,000
laboratory.
laboratory. They were accommodated again, and there are certain conditions that you are required to pass out. This you are required to obtain. that
Even
within
if
the
you are
तो वो
not-
जो
now, the petitioner before this court, my lord, he is they are some of the aspirant. There are 2 or 3 persons who file a petition. They are the aspirant. What they are saying that suppose if teachers would have the assistant teachers who are at seat and the policy decision has been taken by the government to accommodate them. Suppose if they would have been accommodated against that post, their chances of appointment, because they have a right to be appointed against that post, that will be deteriorated. They are only aspirant. The first question which is to be before this court would have been the locus of challenging the
policy decision of the state.
I would
Policy
have-
decision
my
of
lord
the
is
state.
aware-
My lord, there are the judgment to
My
the
lord,
extent
my
of 2025
my
Supreme
lord,
Court
my lord.
judgment, my lord, that the aspirant has the right and the state government, my lord, if the procedure has been adopted, suppose, my lord, rule has been framed under Article 309, my lord, can a matter of policy decision, the post which has been, my lord, vacant, reserved for, my lord,
ठीक है,
that it
पहले
has to be
copy दीजिए,
direct
देखते हैं,
recruitment, my
25
lord,
को
can
सुनते
be
हैं।
filled by policy
Yes,
decision. This is the main issue, my lord, in this petition.
You
So
please-
far as locus, my lord, I will address on that also.
You please supply the copy of
My
the
lord,
caveat
my lord, definitely.
on 25th.
25th it may be fixed, my
हाँ
lord.
yes.
As a top of the list, my lord, otherwise.
नहीं
my lord.
टॉप ऑफ द लिस्ट नहीं आ जाएगा, मेंशन कर दीजिएगा, आ जाएगा।
is aware about the celebrated judgment of Supreme Court arising out of the Chhattisgarh itself, where these Balco's employees filed a petition under Article 2.
I will, my lord, counter that, my lord, whatever the locus of that intervener, my lord, right now, my lord, in the petition.
And as Mr. Srivastava said, that ultimately suppose if decision would be struck down, for a moment, ma'am, for the sake of argument, who would be the affected parties, ma'am? There is a judgment of Supreme Court. We will address on this issue on that.
Yes.